I love it when the song finishes just at the right time. It means it's going to be a good day. Welcome, folks. My name is Mark, one of two auctioneers working with you today, Linda Warren Davey. Linda's pretty handy. She's doing auctions on the card as well. We're here on behalf of the good teams at Harcourts Vision and Harcourts Four Seasons, and we've got our principals here, Debbie Johnson from Harcourts Vision, Greg Roberts and James Twist from Harcourts Four Seasons will join me and welcome you all here today. 7 excellent auctions for your competitive bidding. We've got a bid already. Oh no, we haven't. No, she's just having a wave. That's the story. That's all right. No, you never mind. We'll take one at any time. We'll take one at any time. So I'll just take a moment to acknowledge and thank the good owners who we represent today. I've seen on each of the instances of the auctions I'm doing how much work's gone into the presentation of the property. You've got all that documentation ready by way of limb and title and insurance certificates, EQC information, and made that available and accessible to us all. The Harcourts Vision and Harcourts Four Seasons team have appreciated that, as I'm sure you all have, well prepared with the information that's been provided. So in terms of the centrepiece of that information that you have, I'm going to take you to the front page of the auction agreement. It's got the conduct of auction. That's the rules of auction that we run all our auctions by every time that the REA and the REINZ have prescribed for us. But they're quite simple. I'll translate the legalese. Owners have specified confidential reserve prices in each of our auctions today. Linda and I won't disclose those, but if we do reach that figure or go past it and you're the highest bidder at the end, well, yes, the hammer will crash down and we'll announce you as the winner. We don't always reach the reserve in the initial bidding, and don't panic, because that just means that we would pause the auction. We don't close it down. We'll just pause, and Linda or I will talk to the highest bidder, either out in the room behind us. The weather's not really that good, but sometimes we'll go out on the porch there too, or we might go back into the big lounge. Now, as the highest bidder, or myself or Linda will just offer you the chance to be the next buyer. And hopefully you take that opportunity. Just remembering the term we use at auction is that you've got an exclusivity of opportunity. And I can explain that as that if properties don't sell today, then you lose that exclusivity, because then the sales consultant has to go back to the entire marketplace. Then they invite conditional parties to express their interest as well. So normally a little bit more of a complex situation afterwards. So have your strongest bid on show at all times. Just another little thing too is that sometimes when we're having that negotiation, it can be on the odd occasion that the seller will say to the auctioneer, look, Linda, Mark, I'm quite satisfied with how that's gone. You return to your rostrum in there and announce to everybody that the property's been withdrawn from the auction floor and actually sold outside the room. So if you're waiting with a little bit more interest, that can be a bit of a disappointing situation as well. Let's not go there. Now, the auctioneer can nominate the bidding increments. We're happy to work with you. We place no limitations on your bidding strategy. If a bid's really made a little bit in a cheeky fashion, then we might refuse that. We've got the right to refuse any bid. And any disputes, we'll just simply sort those out and move on from there. Welcome to the agents from the Harcourts network around Canterbury. If you're bidding for buyers, Linda and I will identify you to the rest of the room. Now, the owners have given the auctioneers, and the auctioneers alone, the authority to place vendor bids. Now, have you heard of the vendor bid concept? It just means that you're not bidding, and that we're well below the owner's reserve price. We want to get the auction moving, we want to keep it going, and get you closer to that selling zone. So if I'm placing a vendor bid, or Linda is, it just means you've got a little bit of work to do to get there. The final thing I'll tell you is when we hear the hammer fall, great news. If you're the winner, just to formalise the sale, it's really easy. Come and sign the agreement, forms a contract, and pay to us a deposit, which is just 10% of the purchase price. It's as simple as that. We've got a copy of the REA Sale and Purchase Agreements Guide that we'll give to you at that point, and that's got good information about settlement and possession. Now, you would have signed a purchaser acknowledgement form just stating that you are eligible to buy real estate in New Zealand. So thank you very much for doing it. Jeremy Andrews is on the technology today. We are streaming live. Welcome to those who are joining us from the Four Seasons Facebook page. And we've got Cheryl Wright first up. Cheryl from our Vision team. Cheryl, 15 Josephine Crescent. Sweet Josephine, and sweet she is. Haley and Graham, thanks very much for your instructions. Not the first time you've done business with Cheryl, and I know you're enjoying the service. 15 Josephine Crescent in Aidenfield, I think just 7 years young, but let's touch on that in just a minute. It is a freehold title, and the size of the section is 488 square metres, so it's a good size section just across the road from the reserve. It's in a good spot. Legal description is bang on. Vacant possessions guaranteed to you on the 8th of June, and the chattel list is absolutely exact as well. Yes, it was 7 years when our good owner snapped this one up, and the good thing about it was she loved it, and a great new home, but she had the opportunity to put her own mark on it. Fortunately, she had good taste in terms of drapes, window coverings, window treatments, and also the landscaping that you see before you. Love the colour palette in the home, really contemporary, really quite funky, and you can see generous. It's a very large room, that one, so room for you to delineate and configure as you like. It means you can change as often as you like as well. The cornerstone of that room is your very slick and modern kitchen. What a pleasure to operate in. Good place to catch up at the breakfast bar, and really accessible. Lovely floor to ceiling windings throughout. Blinds are pretty cool too. 4 bedrooms, so you've got some space and some capacity there, good for families as well. Excellent internal access garaging, that's carpeted as well. The northwest aspect, the indoor-outdoor flow, this is the spot you'll be, unimpeded sunshine. And if you want to stretch the legs a little more, then like I say, there's so many good reserves and parks around Aidenfield. It's really at that optimal and such a good place to be. Where are you going to do your shopping? Is it the Landing or just down the road at the Hallsville Mall? It's all good options for you. Okay, Josephine, number 15, start us off for the first of the day. Who leaps out of the gates? Who cracks out of the blocks? A benign start, Rach. Rachel Ashton here, auction coordinator, ready to scribe your bids. I think you should scribe a vendor bid at $9.50. Rachel, we'll start there and see if we haven't got a bid. Now, I'll give you a couple of chances or a couple of chances only. Cheryl's informed me she's got people who are not wanting this to sell right here and now. Why don't you deny those people the opportunity? Enjoy that exclusivity of opportunity that we mentioned. $950,000 is a vendor bid. A smart person might go to $1 million and dictate terms from here. First call on a vendor bid at $950. Second call at $950. Don't rush me now. Third call at $950. I'll work with a 20 at $950. Look, I'll give you one chance at $970 on a vendor bid. Cheryl buyers on notice. Second call at $70. Third call. Okie dokes. No hands in the air. All very quiet, all very silent. Now, Cheryl, we've thought about a pricing strategy for afterwards, and was it 109.5 that we're pricing, isn't it? $1,095,000. We think that's very good value. We think it's sharply priced, Haley and Graham. So come and see Cheryl Wright. There it is. It's available to you at $1,095,000. If you're in a conditional situation or otherwise, 15 Josephine Crescent is available to you. So excellent buying, and good luck for the build, guys. Lovely to be working with you. As we move along and put on our Harcourts Four Seasons hats. Rhiannon Moss, welcome to you and to your good owners, to Louise and John. Thanks for your instructions in Kaiapoi. And we've got a lifestyle situation very close to the Kaiapoi township, but you are in the country for all intents and purposes. What a spot. 75 Barcas Road. It's a great address, and it is a freehold estate comprising 2.5 hectares. So I make that around about 6 1/4 acres. Graham will see you later on. And the legal description is there. List of chattels is exact, but just remembering that the settlement date, it all pertains to clauses 26 and 27 in your agreement, that it's going to be issued, this new title, 5 working days after your solicitor has confirmed that because of the boundary change, the new title will be issued. So 5 working days after that. Rhiannon, I think we've got some good work and train, so it shouldn't be too long till that comes around, and not uncommon. You've seen the new deposited plan, all on certificate of title, volume 40C, folio 1237. That's the important numbers for you, but you will know that. So let's take a look at the property. I always thought, being a bit of a townie myself, and coming from Timaru, people don't necessarily believe that that's true, but it is. And I always thought if you wanted a lifestyle situation, you had to be miles out in the countryside. Well, not the case here, because you can see how close Kaiapoi is. It really is just on the outskirts of town, but you feel well ensconced. It is a beautiful rural setting. Like I say, 6 1/4 acres or 2.5 hectares. It's just the perfect amount. You can run some stock. I've seen some happy 4-legged furry friends running around. It's well fenced. It's got great shelter. Very arable land. The home itself, it's rock solid. It's 4-bed, 2-bath. It's got dual living spaces, but when you include that very large conservatory right there, And access to the outdoor area, the garden is simply beautiful. Got great aspect for sun. You'll get that log burner roaring in the chillier months. Kitchen has been spruced up, nice and mod, good dining space, nice timber flooring there for you. And like I say, you've got your chance to prescribe your vibe on the place really easily. Good sheds and outbuildings. And like I say, with the new Northern Corridor, man, if you want to come to Christchurch City, easy peasy. Okay, let's get underway. 75 Barcas Road. You'd be barking mad not to buy it.
Yeah.
850, welcome in. Good on you, Nick. Good luck to you and the family. We'll see how we go at $850,000. We've got some competition. 2.5 hectares. Who goes next at 850? Seems a snip to me. First call at that figure. Second call, who races to 9 or better? Third call, just at 850 only. 860, okay, not exactly what I had in mind. I wouldn't have done that, but at 860, these good people are going to come back at 9 straight away. 860, puts up 10. 10 of the folding at 860. 880, doubling it up. Good on you, sir. At 880, well prepared. At $880,000, the home is well prepared for you. 890. $10,000 must be their staple, their go-to. Shouldn't blow too many fears into you at this stage at 910. Nicely, sir. Keeping that pressure on. Good strategy unfolding here. See, it can be about strategy at 910. Good deep pockets tend to help as well at 910. 930. 930, they're starting to learn from your strategy there, so you better up it again at 930. 950. Sticks up the 20, good on you, at 950. 2 in the race. Everyone else welcome to join at 950. Lovely arable pasture. Good solid home, 970. Even better, sir. Love that strategy at 970. 2 in the run. First call. Second call at 970. Third call at 970. You might say $1 million. Would be my recommendation. At 970. Barcas Road, number 75. New boundary changes, everything you'll need. Agriculture, horticulture. At 970. No better bid. Could be talking to these good people. Body languages. James, we've got a space out in private out the rear. I'll come and offer you guys the opportunity. We've just got a little bit of work to do. Pausing there at 970. Property's available. I'll mask it up. Auction's open, Greg. You know that? Am I? Oops.
does perfect even mean? Is there even such a thing? Ooh, can we switch up all the rules and imagine a utopia? Darling, I'm just so fed up with these expectations. They keep weighing me down. My heart is begging me to get the hell out of my head. I'm gonna live inside the upside down for a tongue. Everything I know will be gone in a minute, and that's alright, alright, 'cause I'm free. I'm freer than I've ever been before. Yeah, alright, 'cause I'm free. I'm freer than I've ever been before. Yeah. Everything I know will be gone in a minute, and that's alright. Alright, 'cause I'm free. Freer than I've ever been before. Yeah, baby, I'm free. I'm freer than I've ever been before. Yeah. Running through the lights of my thoughts, standing on the edge of my tongue. Everything I know will be gone in a minute, and that's alright. No matter where we go, our memories won't fade away. So I don't look.
Right, 75 Barcas Road, ladies and gentlemen, just bring your attention back to that, to this property. Have had an increase to $1 million. Now, negotiations are continuing at that figure, and I'm going to officially pass the property in, but we're continuing working with both buyer and seller at that figure. So 75 Barcas Road, if you need to speak to Rhiannon, then I would do so immediately after the auction. But like I say, 2.5 hectares, good house on there, good sheds and outbuildings, would be worthy of a nosy, I would say, just better than a mill. You know if they've got the value there. So thanks to Rhiannon. We're going to go to Migratory. Six Migratory Lane. Well, here we go. Gem Builders, Jan Green and Ross Mitchell, some great clients of yours. The M and Gem is enjoying a birthday today, so Mark, happy birthday to you. And hey, I think someone's going to get a birthday present royale today. Gem Builders, like I say, long-time clients of Ross and Jan's, and the work just continues to improve. An absolutely outstanding home that they have produced yet again here. I think we're getting right towards the very top of the tree, as you might say. Here at number 6 Migratory Lane, Rolleston, a freehold estate, some 840 square metres, so good size section. Lot 810 deposit plan 546464 in the Canterbury Land Registry, and that chattel list is absolutely exact as well. High quality chattels, high quality fittings in the home. As you'll know, 11th of March, not too long to wait. You'll be moving in. If you've agreed a different date in writing, that's fine. We'll work with you on that. Gem Builders, they design, they execute to the nth degree, but then they inspect and adapt and improve, and that's exactly what they've done. And just the last couple of projects that I've been involved with, I think we're reaching the nirvana of home design and the utopia of home build execution. No doubt about here, so many of the winning features that you've got, that massive open plan living, cathedral ceilings, lots of natural light, with the second lounge adjoining that can be compartmentalised, means that everybody in the home, be it resident, friend or family, just has that space to enjoy and be uninterrupted in that enjoyment. Love the kitchen. It's a real central hub of the home, with that big breakfast bar, quality bench tops and lovely appliances, scullery as well. Yes, you'll banquet every night, but more of a home to encourage and foster the communication between family members and your social group when they gather. You'll never get rid of them from the breakfast bar, that is for sure. The signature, I think, of Gem Building is the large covered hardwood deck with the skylights. It is absolutely the signature of this good team. 4 access points around the deck means that everybody's going to congregate and have a great time there. Bedrooms are ample, great wardrobing systems in each of them. That's the detail that we go to. Lovely office nook on that side of the home. The bathrooms are brilliant, double everything, including the ensuite. 3-car garaging. Realised how popular that's become, and we've encompassed that for you. Love the section in the garden. Just the north-facing aspect is superb. As a whole, cannot be faulted. Just a pleasure to be bringing it to the market again, and calling now for your opening bids at number 6 Migratory Lane. Where do we start? Where do we go? Who's going to roar off the mark?
1.15.
Good on you, sir, at 1,150,000. Welcome in there. Good astute buyer bidding away there at 1,150,000. Fair and reasonable place to start. Someone might lift it up to 1,2 at 1,150,000. Got the gentleman who has bid for his team right down the middle at 1,150,000 for the first time. You won't see better quality or finishing. Second call, don't forget the extra storage as well. Third call, exposed aggregate concrete, La Deluxe. Sir, I'll take one vendor bid at 1,2 in the absence of competition at this point at 1,2. On behalf of the owners, we'll stay there. I'll welcome you back in. You might say 1,25 or whatever increase you think, sir. At 1,200,000 on a vendor bid. Migratory Lane, I hope you're migrating here, sir. At 1,200,000. Can you beat that one? Second call, would you say 1,25,000 for me? Third call at 1,200,000.
Plus 1,000.
Just 1,000, 1,201. Okay, sir. At 1,201. Beats my vendor bid and puts himself in pole position at 1,201,000. No more vendor bids if you're going to compete here and now. Once, twice, final. It's just you and I, folks. To the rear, if you don't mind, I'll come and talk to you first, offer you the opportunity, and we'll see if we can't get you to move in. Come with me, please. Jan will show you. Well, come on through. We'll just pause the auction. If it's time. Okay, let us go on. The speaker's still sitting.
Sacrifice will prove instead.
Hi folks, I'm Linda Warren-Davey, fellow auctioneer alongside Mark McGoldrick for Harcourts Four Seasons. So while Mark's continuing with his negotiation, we're going to keep on with the program and we're going straight to 91A St Albans Street. A big welcome to our seller and all the very best to you, and also a big welcome to the rooms to Liz Lewis and Jane Martin. They're the super duo from the Kaitoriti office, and of course they've been very busy with this marketing campaign, throughout of course which they have also made all the marketing documentation available, and to which I'm going to go straight to that legal description of the property, and of course that is stated in the auction agreement. Now it very clearly describes this property as a freehold estate, being Lot 2, deposited plan 82999, positioned on a 334 square metre parcel of land, more or less, as recorded on the instrument of title CB47D 999 in the Canterbury Land Registry. Now, I have been informed that there are no changes to the list of chattels as per the agreement. Settlement date is 90 days from today, unless a different date has been agreed prior. And look, in a very private location is truly this little piece of magic. It's a superbly maintained split-level apartment-style property. It's got all that living on the top floor. It's spacious, it's very bright, and it really has a lovely green hue that comes from those established specimen trees that surround the property. You've got those lovely trapezoid windows, they add character, a well-appointed kitchen, much larger than you'll ever find in builds of this size in this area, and again, plenty of natural light. You've got that outdoor deck to enjoy the sun. Bedrooms, bathroom, all those utilities, they're all on the ground floor, very welcoming entry, lovely spacious paved courtyard, all with a lovely white theme, lots of room here to fulfil your gardening desires. As I said before, it's a highly sought after location, plenty of options, plenty of opportunities, and of course we're looking for a sale today. Seeking an opening bid, who would like to start me off? An opening bid here, St Albans Street, fantastic location. We do have very strong conditional interest, but of course today, right here, right now, we are seeking a cash and unconditional buyer. I'm going to give you just a window of opportunity. A small window of opportunity. If there's anybody interested, now's the time to raise your hand. Nice and clearly. It appears that we don't have any cash and unconditional interest, and folks, I'm not going to place a vendor bid on behalf of our seller. We've got that conditional interest, so we'll just go straight through there. The contract's all ready, and if there's any interest from our viewers or from the room, please contact Liz Lewis and Jane Martin from Kaitoriti. Thanks so much, and all the best, girls. Wonderful. We'll see how Mark's going with his negotiation, and if we don't have a resolution, we'll just continue on with our program. Thanks.
No one likes being lied to. You made this mess and left me with the pieces. Now I wanna burn all the bridges between us. I can't focus, I can't forget. I've been thinking too much lately. I just need to clear my head. I just need to clear my head. I've been stuck on a memory.
So negotiations, they are still in hand. So we're just going to continue, as I said, on with the program, going through now into 91 St Albans Street. Of course, that's a neighbouring property to the property that we were just discussing before. So again, a big thanks to Liz Lewis, Jane Martin here in the rooms, and all the very best to our sellers. Straight to that legal documentation, the auction agreement, the legal description of the property. It's a freehold estate. It's Lot 1, deposited plan 82999, positioned on a 335 square metre parcel of land, more or less, recorded on the instrument of title CB47 47D 998 in that Canterbury Land Registry. Again, no changes to those list of chattels, and again, settlement date 90 days, unless a different date has been agreed prior, 90 days from today. And look, honestly, if you want character in a situation, a location that's so close to the city, this baby villa with all the charm of yesteryear, just entwined with modern living, it's really got to be a serious consideration for today's purchasers. There's lots of potential here to expand this investment. Sought after location, you've got off-street parking, privacy plus, and look folks, I can see in this room today that we've got astute buyers who do understand the value of land in this area, and freehold parcels of land this size, they are absolutely like hen's teeth in the middle of town. So here is an excellent investment in your future. I really do think that the pictures tell the story. Who'd like to start me off? Auction's open. Looking for an opening bid. Looking for an opening bid. Who'd like to start me off? At 550, welcome in. And Mrs. J from Harcourts, Papanui, welcome to the rooms. 550, lead bid out in front. And is there any further interest in this property? But at the moment, the lead bid is $550,000. At 550, I'm going to place a vendor bid at 575. So the bid's with me at 575. Can I invite you in at 600? Vendor bid, 575. But I'm looking for $600,000. Any interest in the room? Now's the time to raise your hand. 575 vendor bid with me. Sir, can I invite you in? At 600. 600. At 600,000. Thanks so much. 600,000 lead bid. Any room at all? Any interest in the room at all? $600,000. 600, we're going once, twice, third and final time. I'll place one last vendor bid at 625. So I'm going along in 25s. At 625, vendor bid with me. Could I invite you in at 650? But at the moment, 625. Looking for 650. Happy to work with your number. 625.
One more?
At 626?
Yeah.
626,000. I'll take you one at 626. Auction's still live and open, but what we're going to do, we're going to pause here. As I said, the auction's live. We'll go and have a private conversation. Let's see if we can get you, your buyer, into home ownership. So we'll leave it there. I'll be back.
Lane, used to be the one who only cried in the rain. I used to work so hard to get it. It's so hard to get it. So hard to get it.
does perfect even mean? Is there even such a thing? Ooh, can we switch up all the rules and imagine a utopia? Darling, I'm just so fed up with these expectations. They keep weighing me down. My heart is begging me to get the hell out of my head. I'm gonna live inside the upside down for a minute and pretend, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, whoa, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, whoa, and if I say it enough, it gets ingrained in my head, and I start to see, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Honey, I'm a, yeah, I'm disgusted with myself, and I'm disgusted with the way we're told to have a certain face. I stare and wait because we aren't pixels on a screen. No, we're human, we breathe. Every single thing we see curated, it's overrated. These expectations, they keep weighing me down. My heart is begging me to get the hell out of my head. I'm gonna live inside the upside down for a minute and pretend, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, and if I say it enough, it gets ingrained in my head, and I start to think, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Honey, I'm a, yeah.
Okay, thank you for your patience, ladies and gentlemen. Just a long negotiation taking place on Migratory Lane. It's still in progress. So here we go back to the Harcourts Four Seasons team. Glenys French and Tarsal Roffey are their lead marketing consultants, and in the Garden of Eden, 9 Eden Place, right in the heart of Brindwa, very, very close to the Missio roundabout, as we know. So a good little opportunity coming up for you. Colleen, thank you for your instructions. I know it's been in your position for a long time and has performed very, very well for you as an investment property. So we appreciate the opportunity, and thanks for that today. It's freehold estate, good, strong, well, the strongest tenure that we can offer, 400 square metres. Legal description's accurate. The tenants are now leaving, so we're guaranteeing your vacant position on the 8th of April 2022. Chattel list is absolutely exact as what it was, and no changes to that. So 9 Eden Place, no forbidden fruit here. No, it's all available to you. Just a solid, reliable house with that solid construction, and at the end of the cul-de-sac, and like I say, underpinned by the location that you bid for and buy today. Very, very spacious because it's across the 2 levels, and there's been some nice comforts added to the home in recent times. The fully double glazed, I think that's going to give you a great deal of comfort. The flooring's in good condition, but you have got some upside there. I think the room off the bedrooms is if you're considering that, I think Tarsal thought that a walk-in robe and an ensuite might be a nice little addition for that. Very, very spacious downstairs, a whole lot dedicated to living. Great section and garden that surrounds it. There may be an opportunity to monopolise when you do move in at number 9 here, because the neighbouring property might be something that you're interested in. The school zones will underpin the value of the proposition in terms of Cobham Intermediate and Burnside High School, both walking distance as well. And Burnside Primary is pretty handy too. So, you know, it's the area on the up. I'd be having my coffee at Crisp Cafe in the mornings and maybe a little pizza or a convivial drink at Missio at the end. And why not 5-star for a cheap and cheerful on Friday night? So it's a good area and here to be sold. Who's going to start the bidding at 9 Eden Place? $450, welcome in, ma'am. Now, I'm not going to vendor bid against this good bidder. If you'd like to compete, let's do so here and now. Otherwise, I'll adjourn and talk to this lady on her own. So is someone going to say 70 or better for me? At $450 is my opening salvo. Good value at that. Gentlemen, you might say 70 for me. First call, second call at $450 would be pretty good buying there, I would have thought. Third call at $450. Any bid in advance? Ma'am, you appear to be my only bidder at this early stage. Would you like to come out and behind here and we'll offer you the opportunity, but we'll just pause the auction and keep it live at $450. And I'll go and talk to Tarsal.
Running through the lights of my thoughts, standing on the edge of my tongue. Everything I know will be gone in a minute, and that's alright, 'cause I'm free. I'm freer than I've ever been before. Yeah, alright, 'cause I'm free. I'm freer than I've ever been before. Yeah. Everything I know will be gone in a minute, and that's alright. Running through the lights of my thoughts, standing on the edge of my tongue. Everything I know will be gone in a minute, and that's alright. No matter where we go, our memories won't fade away. So I don't look below. I know we'll make it out okay. No matter where we go, our memories won't fade away.
Well, that was a little bit of a shorter time for that negotiation, but there we go. Good people who are well prepared. So, Felicity, you had your bid at $450. If you just call out the bid that you've now gone to. $550,000, 9 Eden Place. And Colleen, we've decided on the market and selling. So at $550,000, 9 Eden Place is on the market. The hammer's aloft. Any late bids? First, second and third call. 550,000, 9 Eden Place. Nice to do business with you, Felicity. Welcome to the area. Going, go on and so on. Well done. Thanks very much. We're going to wind into, we're going to Kaitoriti, number 66, Mary Edwards. I'll just get a little update on how we're going in Rolleston, and I'll be back in a second.
All we have is one more night. Don't be sad, I know we'll be alright. Facing the unknown. When it's time, I'll let you go.
Here we go. Number 66, Kaitoriti Drive, Mary Edwards. Been proudly representing this spanking brand new property. And what a great spot. There's a real wow factor about this. There's substance and there's authenticity to this one. To Hamilbras Construction Limited, congratulations on the job. And I know how meticulously you do construct these homes and finish them off. And I really think that for perfectionists amongst you, you will appreciate this most fantastic and bespoke design at number 66 Kaitoriti Drive in Lincoln, in that Selwyn District freehold estate that we offer you, 725 square metres. The legal description is accurate. List of chattels is very impressive and is unchanged. I do note the ducted heating, underfloor heating in both bathrooms and kitchen, security alarm, and the all-important wine fridge in that kitchen stays with you. You can see the high 2.7 metre stud on show here. Settlement date struck down for the 22nd of March, and there is some flexibility in that regard, so you can get cracking in and move in nice and quickly, which is what I would do, because having visited the home, just totally impressive. Very special home. Like I say, substance in those materials in the exterior with the schist and the cedar, and love that pitch to the roof. The stud inside with the natural light and the configuration of the living is fantastic. You're welcomed into the kitchen as you'll line up to the breakfast bar. Very impressive with the engineered stone depth between the oven area and the kitchen island. Beautiful scullery as well, means you can keep a minimalist look for your guests and spill out into your nice big open family room. You feel like you're part of the reserve on Kaitoriti. That's what I found. Those two big stacker systems, you'll stack those up and just enjoy the reserve. Separate lounge, media room is really what it's dedicated to. Through the accommodation and bathrooms, you'll only be impressed. There's plenty of storage in the home. The garaging is absolutely wonderful. The finishing around the lawns and the fencing is absolutely second to none. So you've got the best of Lincoln here in Te Whāriki, 66 Kaitoriti Drive, here to be sold. Let's crank into it. Gorgeous build. 1.2 million won't buy it. I think we can be pretty confident about that, gentlemen. You wouldn't be surprised about that. Would you start me off at a 1.2 perhaps? Folks, you might do the same. Vendor bid at 1.2. You dilly-dally, I certainly won't. 1.2 million to get underway. Look, the value's above that figure. Couldn't even start to build it now. At 1.2 million vendor bid, first call, do we say 50 on top? Perhaps would be a good idea. Second call. Third call. I'll go to 1.250 on a vendor bid. If I don't see a bid, then we're going to go through to that next stage at 1.250. Second call. Lots to love about the home. Hamilbras Construction. You won't see better. They take their time, use the best of materials, skill and craftsmanship. 1.250. No better bid. Mary, there's no hand going up, and I think the people online would be pleased to know it will be available, but it's going to be north of 1.350. I think we can be just confident in the value above that figure. So my final vendor bid would be 1.350, Leo. We know we're going to do better than that for you. Gorgeous home on the reserve and available to all. So get amongst to see Mary Edwards. That would be my advice, and do so promptly. Thank you very much. Yeah, sure.
How do you pronounce it?
Migratory. I'll bring your attention back to Migratory Lane. Working with our bidders on that one. And I'll just give Jeremy a second to take us back there. There it goes. So we had the current bid was at 1.201. That bid's been increased to 1.250. But no, we've just got a little bit of work to do on that one as well. So haven't got that sold, so it's available as well. It's going to be north of 1.250. If you want to find how far north, then you need to speak to Ross Mitchell and Jan Green. So we'll see how we go. I think that concludes our program, folks. Thanks for your attendance. Oh, no, Linda's going to come back. She's still negotiating.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll
Right, hi everybody, it's lovely to be back. Look, we've had some negotiations on 91 St Albans Street, and I am delighted to say that it's been sold and that our seller, she's exercised her right as per 2.6 and has withdrawn the property from sale. So, that property's sold. Thank you all so much for coming along today. On behalf of Harcourts Four Seasons, have a wonderful afternoon. Thank you. Thank you.